We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We go from Denver. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The tackle made by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Broncos nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes out a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Locke throwing complete here to Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Brendan McManus.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
so after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw it is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. That means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
18 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run on first down. Sanders down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. On first down, Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. 66. Throw it high. Big Slam.
Here's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Melvin Gordon. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lindsey on the toss left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Eagles 7. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
At the 26-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for John.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And an Hurts. First down.
And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
On the play. First down, Philadelphia.
He'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down.
10 yards to go.
They go play action with Hurts. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Now Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Throwing his Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. This 17. We want this. Watch 59.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill, kill, kill. Mike 20. Hey, pick your game up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
But hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. On the draw, here's Sanders. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half lineup.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Willie Henry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now to the air, Locke. This is the tight end fan. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Eagles 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's up as their guys have a big lead here to start. Second down, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign him?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's Goodwin. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one through the uprights and good.
That's the score, Broncos 42, Eagles 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
9-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. 61. Matchbox light.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Greatest show on earth,
and
baby.
all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Eagles 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. Third down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hamler now on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Malik Jackson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle by Avonte Maddox. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now Gordon on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Michael Ojemudia. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile.
52. Switch. Kill. Check safety, check that. Street. 18,
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike.
From the gun, it's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's good.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 10.
90. 4. 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Check hot, bro. Hot. Quick dance. Come.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,